another visual interview. This time we got Black Key Son. How you been?
Everything been blessed.
So it's been a couple years since our podcast interviews. Tell me some things you know that's been going on the last few years with you.
I would say growth, like good, bad, and ugly ways, like growth. Musical aspects, human aspects, life aspects, all of it. But I would say growth though.
Is there anything like specifically you went through that you'd like to talk about when saying that?
I ain't even gonna lie, like, and it's something that I've been more open to talking about lately, but like mental health trauma and stuff like that, that's something that's been taking a toll on me. Like I was in the course of 3 years, so that would be back from 2019 and then, yeah, that was around the time when it really started hitting me like heavy then, I guess. Like, I would say the middle of 2019, like around the summertime, June, July-ish, of 2019. And it's like all throughout that little stretch it was about a strong year, like 12 consecutive months of just straight depression and like trying to find myself, and it was like constant nothing, like zero identity, like no trace of myself, like. And then I say 2020, towards like August of 2020, I started finding myself again. I started picking up some type of motion and just getting back to doing a lot of things I was doing, creativity wise, and just goddamn work ethic wise. Like I started back having a lot more motion and doing more things. And ever since then, I say all of 2021, same thing. You know, I dealt with and battled certain depressions and stuff. 2022, like earlier in the year, I battled and dealt with certain things that I'm still overcoming, but that I would say I'm handling a lot better now than I did back in 2019 when I first started.
That's good, that's good. You know, still at SC State? Or?
Oh no.
No, graduated? Or?
No, I didn't graduate.
Oh, okay. What was, you know, life like there?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I encourage anybody, African American, anybody, but predominantly African Americans, I encourage you 100% to go to SC State or any HBCU school. But I would say State, what it was like up there, it was really, man, like I say, it's what you make of it though, man. Like I said the first time in our interview, it's what you make of it, man. If you want to party, dick off and goddamn, you know, fuck away your education, that's on you, bro. But if you know what you want to get out of, you know, your experience there, like whether it's education-wise, if you don't want to waste money, like financial-wise, you know, you'll make the most of it in a positive way.
What's it like, you know, with seeing the HBCUs on the come up and stuff, like on athletic-wise?
Shoot, I mean, now it's like about time, because it's like, dang, it's like our athletes being, you know, fired like that. Our predominantly black athletes being fired like that. It's not discrediting the white male or female athletes, but, or, you know, the Hispanic athletes and all that stuff. But it's just like, dang, though, a lot of good things that happen in sports are like, you know, achieved by people of black color and all that stuff.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's
definitely.
like, dang, it's like we finally get our shine. It's like instead of them bringing in all of that money due to their entertainment, instead of them being used for their entertainment for like white schools and PWIs and shit like that, they finally got like these HBCUs are finally bringing in some type of money because they got a larger audience now. So when more people show up to the game, there's more money and shit like that. So it's like more attention is being drawn there. Like I said, like, you know, these PWIs and other white schools and, you know, universities were getting paid because of the entertainment of our black athletes. So it's like now it's a fair share of it.
Yeah, you've been like keeping up with their SC State football or anything lately?
Yeah, I mean, because Chad, my cousin Chad was still playing on this, so I was keeping, and Nick as well, not to discredit him, but yeah, I was keeping up with all of that. I was keeping up with their games and stuff. Ever since I've been going there, like I've been keeping up with all their games and stuff. I even filmed one of them back in 2019. Okay. I filmed one personally. I have to find that link and drop it in your whatchamacallit. Yeah. Yeah, anywho, I've been keeping up with their games and stuff, and I see that they recently just won the MEAC championship. Right. Yeah. And they beat Deion Sanders' team, Jackson State. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on seeing SC State on the come up in the NFL draft? Like having that HBCU talent transition over to the league. Specifically, SC State specifically, like in the last few years, 13 NFL players.
It's a beautiful thing because some of those players, like I actually walked on the same campus with. Like I actually, I was sat in the same calf with them players and ate with them sometimes. Like I just knew them through my cousin, knew them through Chad or whatever. And it's like I'm always like the type of person that'll root for anybody who's doing good or whatever. But the biggest thing that I got out of that though was the Johnston athletes from those HBCUs. So it was like a double whammy, like a double combo in there. Like Antonio, for example. Not just Antonio, Jakar as well. Jakar, Antonio, and Chad. I mean, and potentially Nick as well. But I would say it's even better seeing them come from your hometown. Definitely. I would say to see those HBCUs like getting NFL prospect attention, like that's major. Like you can't knock that. That's like a huge congratulations to those fellas.
What's one of your craziest moments at State? Being at HBCU, homecoming getting pretty lit. I heard, the day-to-day life. You never know what can happen. And I say that in a positive way.
What was one of my most lit moments? You said?
Yeah, crazy moments.
Crazy moments.
All right. You have to, whatever you can give us.
Shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100 because I'm raw with you. Man. Nah, it's too many, man. It's too many. Like, I honestly, I wouldn't even be able to just pinpoint one. Like, and I don't want to, I had plenty of wild sexual moments, there's no cap. I ain't even finna lie to you. But see, I wasn't thought, dog. I wasn't just around the campus just fucking everything. I would say like the craziest thing, man, like dog, I kid you not, like I had incidents where shit was being taken, like shit was stolen from me, and it was how I handled it. Like, it's like I handled it so calmly. Like I didn't fold up. Yeah. It's like everything was like being.
I felt like you grew as a human.
Yeah,
like
even around
situations and examples.
I was only 20 years old around that time. At that time, and it's like everything was being thrown at me. Like I know I'm about to talk about this shit too. Yeah. But it's like everything was being thrown at me to make me leave school. Like everything was just like, all right, man, you have enough here, man. Stuff getting stolen from you, this and that happening, man. You don't need to be here. Yeah, it was like I was getting tested, but I was just like, nah, I'm gonna stick it out.
Yeah, human growth. What was life like growing up?
What was life like growing up? To be honest, I can honestly say I had it hard. But I had it a good kind of hard. Like, honestly, like, put it like this. My struggles, I know for a fact, was not far worse than what I know for a fact my struggles wasn't the worst, like, possible living conditions. Like, it be times that I reminisce on my childhood still to this day that I wish I could go back to. So, I could honestly say, my childhood and like what life was like growing up, it had to be pretty good because it's always like a nostalgia and my memory somewhere is just like chasing going back to that place. Because because that's like a happy place to be now. Because
Yeah,
being an adult, being an adult, I'm gonna be real. It's like you try to find a happy place as much as possible, and then the only thing you can, it's like you don't know what the future gonna bring. So the only thing you can do is just like try to up here, go back to the past, like go back to the things that used to make you happy and stuff. So I find myself living in the past a little bit with things that that made me happy. I'm not a dweller on the past, but I live in the just the sacred happy moments and shit like that. But I would say like life growing up for me, it was full of challenges, man. Like it wasn't easy. Like, and I'm glad it wasn't easy. I'm glad I had some of the things in my way, and like I'm glad I had some obstacles in my direction to help me overcome it, because it's like I'm seeing those, like the more and more in life I be seeing a lot of things that I seen earlier in life. So it's like instead of making the same mistake, it's like I've already studied for this goddamn. I've already studied for this part of the test. Like I'm already knowing this part gonna be on the test. Like all this stuff that's testing me, I'm already knowing what's going on. So it's like I'm okay with not having an easy life or whatever.
Tell me some things you've been up to within the past few years, musical-wise.
Oh man, I still be making music. I just don't drop.
Right.
Like I literally just make it and I don't drop it. And I ain't gonna lie, like they be some of the best songs I ever made, and I still just like, man, I don't think they're ready for it.
Yeah, that's how I feel with my Instagram photos. I was 2 years ago, I dropped them.
Cause it used to be a thing with me where it used to be I would lack the confidence to drop it, because it's like, dang man, I don't think it's good enough. But now it's like I've exceeded my own level of confidence, and I said, damn, I don't want to drop it because it's too good for them. I feel like now I'm wasting my time. Yeah, they're not gonna appreciate it.
Definitely.
If I do
and
drop
that's
it.
I feel like you got the right audience who can appreciate it.
Exactly.
What are some, you said you didn't drop much, but is there anything that you have dropped recently? Or like maybe within the past few years? Or what's the last thing you said you dropped?
No, the last thing I dropped,
I don't want to say something wrong here. Tell me.
the last thing I dropped that was public was beatbox remixes. And I dropped 2 of them. I dropped both of them back to back. It was around my birthday of last year, 2021. What I did was I made the first one, and I was like, damn. So that shit was kind of hard. And so what I did was, I said, man, fuck that. I said, I want to make I either want to extend that, or I just want to make another version and just, I either want to make another version and just drop both of them at the same time. And that's what I did. Like, and we can put the links to those in the bio too. Because, like I said, those was 2 of my most lyrical remixes I ever did, and they was kind of sucking.
What can we expect from you soon in the near future?
I ain't even gonna lie, I been did a Superman remix. I been did that. But like I say, that shit too hard. Me personally, I feel like it's too hard to drop just without a video. Like, I need a video for it, because bro, it's so many bars and it's so much.
Yeah, I feel like you maybe something you have to go back and listen multiple times.
Yeah. It's so much like, it's like, dog, this is the remix. Like, I made plenty of remixes. I made plenty of fire-ass remixes. But this is the one that I know for a fact I got a rope on these motherfuckers, and I can pull them in with this one. If I had the video, the visuals and all that too. But like I said, if not that, I got another song that I'm probably gonna drop soon, because I just been teasing it a little bit on Snapchat and stuff like that.
Where do you think you get your artistic talent besides music? Where did that come into play, and how did that go on to you? Where did you get that skill from?
Like I say, still to this day, I got an older cousin. He used to go by, stage name Ego, but he's growing and philosophizing himself into evolving into another character, so he just rather go by his, birth given name, Patrick. So like I said, my cousin, he's always been that light for me, like, he's always been that light at the end of the tunnel for me, like showing me and guiding me in directions and stuff like that. No matter what the artistic talent or realm is, like it's like everything he does, even when he take breaks from it, it's like when he come back, like it's almost like a God thing. Like, you know how people waiting on Jesus or waiting on God to come back, waiting on God to return. It's almost like anytime he take, time off from his craft of creativity, and when he come back to it, it's like I look at it like, dang, God is back. So it kind of reignite me to kind of reawaken myself into like a different realm of art or whatever, whether it's music, visuals with videos, drawing and shit like that, digital media and stuff like that.
I like the way you said that, reawaken. I kind of feel like that's the word I've been looking for in my situation. So, sometimes it takes another person to explain better than you.
Sure.
Anybody you want to shout out before we go? Honestly.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want to do shout outs no more because I don't want to look stupid.
Right. Not necessarily that, but maybe anything you want to say. Like,
I don't do no shout outs no more, man. I don't want to look stupid, but I will say shout out to Cam behind the cam.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And shout out to me because, yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Oh man. I'm gonna drop a few links underneath in the video description for Cam for y'all to listen to. And if y'all can get this video up to, y'all ain't no hating ass niggas, if y'all get this video up to about 200 to 300 views, I'll drop 4 to 5 songs this year.
Yeah, y'all heard that, man.
I go to the studio the very day that it hit 200 to 300 views, and I drop all 5 of them songs, and I release them bitches on y'all time. Stop playing with me.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.